Hey, what's up? Hello, it's Katie featuring a giant reading slump. Oh my god. I am in a reading slump. Guys, it's serious. And we're here with a vlog that is heavily inspired by two things. One is a giant reading slump. It's just me just clawing my way out of this reading slump. I'm just in a freaking hole. I'm in an abyss. And the abyss doesn't have any books in it. And then somehow, as I fell down the abyss, I became illiterate. And now I can't read anymore. What? Okay, listen, I haven't read in weeks. And it's like deteriorating my life. What am I doing? What am I doing when I'm not reading? Not living. I'm gonna tell you that. So that's something that's happening in this vlog. The second thing that's influencing this vlog is Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte's heavy influence on my life. She is my influencer. Like, you can already tell that, okay, she's a booktuber. So yeah, she influences books. So she influenced me to read Amari and the Night Brothers, which is a book you'll see me reading in this vlog. But also, you can tell from the Olivia Reads a Latte that you will not be surprised that this girl made me impulse buy an espresso machine. Did she tell me to do it? No. But did she put her witchcraft into making me do it? Yes. She did. I blame her 1,000%, but I also thank her 1,000,000%. So I will be reading Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston, and then I will also be reading that one will be an audiobook. I'll also be reading the ebook for The House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. And I'm going to let you know that through this video, you're going to think there's no way she's going to finish these books. There's no way. But somehow I pull it out in the bottom of the ninth and I make it happen. I don't know that, like, today is Sunday when I'm making this clip at the end of the week. And somehow I did it. It's 10 p.m. and I'm drinking espresso, but that's what we had to do to get to this point, okay? But anyway, let's just jump right into what I can only presume to be a chaotic reading vlog. Hey, what's up? I just started a book. I know. I'm surprised because I have not watched. Wow, this is where my head's at. I have not read anything in 2 weeks. In like a little over 2 weeks. I haven't read anything since Summerween. Like, I tanked after Summerween. Totally tanked. I read so much every single day of Summerween, and the editing and filming process of doing a week-long readathon and posting multiple times a week, like I posted 3 videos that week, that was a lot. I mean, if you don't believe me, try it. It is hard. But I totally tanked, like, could not read after that. Didn't film anything. Like, I haven't filmed a single thing. So, you know what I have been doing? Let me just admit it. What I've been doing is binge watching The Vampire Diaries. I've been binge watching The Vampire Diaries. Okay, listen, here's the thing. Let me go into a little backstory, okay? I watched the first episode of The Vampire Diaries when it first came out. Like, premiere week, I watched it, and I thought it was hot garbage. I was like, this is the worst show I've ever seen. Like, I'm sorry, but Elena's sitting in that freaking cemetery, writing in her diary, and the crow lands on the tombstone behind her, and then the whole place, like, fills with mystic fog. Remains to be, like, the worst scene in cinematic history. But I never watched the show after that. I was like, listen, this is not as good as True Blood. Left it at that. Never watched it again. And then so many people have talked about it. I swear, like, so many people on Instagram and on YouTube have been rewatching it. I swear, like, Chloe did a rewatch of it, like, not that long ago. And then she did a video of, like, reading the first and second book, I think. And then Mayana just did a rewatch of it. And I was like, everybody's doing this. And Grace has been wanting me to watch it for so long. And she was doing a rewatch of it. And was like halfway through season 1 and kept sending me snaps of it. And it was her birthday a couple weeks ago. And I was like, listen, okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. And I got like 4 episodes in and was like, this is trash. And then I got a couple more episodes in and I was like, why am I kind of having a fun time? And then a couple more episodes and I was like, this show's amazing. I was like, this is great. I'm pretty sure I posted the video. If I didn't post the video, sorry about it, but I did take a lot of like reaction videos of me watching it, so I might have posted that video. If so, I'll hopefully have it linked. But anyway, that's what I've been doing, just binge watching, because I don't do anything half-ass. Like, I'm either doing nothing but watching a TV show, which is why I haven't watched TV in a long time, or I am incessantly listening to audiobooks. It's either 0 to 100. That's it. No, we don't go the speed limit. We're either idled or we're speeding. So anyway, I picked up a book. I picked up Amari and the Night Brothers. That's going to be my first book for this vlog. If you want to know about my Vampire Diaries speed, what am I talking about? I'm on season 4, episode 2. Good God, Katie. I've watched a lot. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And then I just started Amari and the Night Brothers. I'm only like 30 minutes in or something, but I'm really, really liking it. It's by B.B. Alston and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte, who, I mean, if you follow this channel, you absolutely know who she is because I talk about her literally all the time. But, wow, I really sounded like Moira from Schitt's Creek. Katie, we're going to get past this clip eventually, I swear to God. I started it, and Olivia freaking loves it, and she keeps wanting me to read it, and I've almost bought it so many times, and then I ended up picking up the audiobook because I have so many audiobooks I could listen to right now, but for some reason I was just like, let's just do that. It's just fun and cute, and Olivia said it's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. I love the narrator's voice in the audiobook, so as of right now, I'm highly recommending the audiobook for the experience. I'm going to hit you up when I'm quite more of a ways in today and tell you what the book is about, because as of right now, I don't want to be wrong. So I'm going to hit you up later with more book info and hopefully less Vampire Diaries info, because I need to like get my shit together and actually read a book. Well, I'm here to say that I got 25% of the way into Amari and the Night Brothers, and while that might sound well and dandy, I did watch 8 episodes of The Vampire Diaries. So TBD is still winning, but Amari and the Night Brothers is really good. It's really good. I totally understand why Olivia's so obsessed with it. I'm only 25% of the way in, and I'm already like, this is great. This book is great. And I don't read middle grade, so I feel like for me to say that is pretty high praise, like in my opinion, but it's very fun. It's very fast. It's so engaging. It's funny. Like it is so magical and just intriguing and whimsical and so good. And like the mystery is good. The characters, the creatures, the world, the main character is amazing. The narration of the audiobook I still think is great. So I still recommend that. As far as right now, what I can tell you about what the book is about is it's about Amari, clearly, and she has an older brother who she loves dearly, who mysteriously goes missing, and then she receives a letter that's an invitation to this, like, magical academy, like this magical bureau for supernatural affairs. And she decides to infiltrate this academy, basically, to figure out what happened to her brother. So not only is it, like, it's cool to be accepted and to be told, like, you have magic in your blood, which she didn't have any idea about magic before, but what she wants more than any of that is to just find out what happened to her brother and to get him back. So she's doing it's like Legendborn in that way, like, which also, you know, she is a black girl in a highly white, like, predominantly white, rich atmosphere, and not only her regular day school, but then this new academy, and then not only than that, she's the only person in this academy who has just found out about magic. All the other kids have known about magic their whole life, have been trained and raised to be part of this academy and to be part of a supernatural world. So she is completely ignorant, but when she gets there, she's told, like, you're really powerful, like your magic is really, really powerful, almost like it's a threat, like you're a danger. So that's very intriguing so far. It's like, I feel like we've only barely cracked open the world, but I've already been given so much. And I'm really, really liking it. Now, am I about to go back and watch The Vampire Diaries? Yeah. Because I'm obsessed. But the book is really good. Like, I feel like if I wasn't watching The Vampire Diaries right now, I would be like full on reading this all in one day. But as it is, I've got some vampires to get back to. We are back at the DMV. I say back. I don't know where or when I'm going to post the footage of the last time I was at the DMV, where I was just crying in my car because of how horrible that day went. Don't know if you've seen that. Hopefully I didn't post it because it was embarrassing, but maybe I did. I don't know. But the last time I was here, I was coming to get my title transferred because this was my grandfather's car that I received, and it's titled in Florida, and this is Georgia, obviously. So I had to get a title transfer, but when I went to get it last time, they didn't put me on the list, so I waited for 3 hours, and then they closed and were like, what? You're not on the list? I was like, what? Hello? But, so that happened, and then also, whenever I did get inside, they said that the title was filled out wrong because my grandfather accidentally signed one tiny little detail wrong. So I had to priority mail it, which is expensive. Jesus. Priority mail the letter or the title to him and then get him to get this thing notarized, which also takes a long time. Anyway, so I'm on a time crunch of getting my title transferred because you can only do it within 30 days. And I'm like almost done with that. So doing that right now, but I got to 35%, so I got another 10% of Marty and the Night Brothers read, and it's so good. It's so good. It's so fun. It's so fast. It's so amazing. Sorry if I'm like, my eyes are all darting around. It's because there's like so many people in this parking lot. But also I was reading, I forgot that I was reading The House at the Bottom of the Lake on ebook. I forgot. And then I started reading it again because earlier I had to go to Gerber, which is like a collision and glass repair, because the first week of having my new car, somebody rear-ended it. And they say it's going to take 9 days to repair and like $2,000. Hopefully the other person's car insurance will pay for that because they rear-ended me. But we'll see. But that also kind of sucked. But anyway, I was reading that while I was at the Gerber collision. And I'm liking it. It's by Josh Mallerman. It's supposed to be about these two kids who go on a first date, like they go canoeing on a first date, and they see this tunnel and they're like, oh, what's that? Maybe it leads to another lake. And they go in and they see a house at the bottom of the lake. Hello. And they decide to like go back. And I thought it was all going to happen in one day, but it doesn't. They decide to like go back and get scuba gear and go and explore. And where I am right now, I think I'm like 45% of the way in, and I started this vlog at like 30% of the way in. But as of where I am right now, they are exploring the house and just now like going up or down the stairs of this house. I think they've only really gone to the entryway so far, but I like it. It's a very interesting concept. It's not like fantastic yet, but I think it's just because of the disjointed way I've been reading it, because I read like 35% of it like 2 weeks ago, and then now I only have like a couple days left of the hold on Libby. So I need to finish it, but it's good. Anyway, I am gonna keep doing that. It says it'll only have like a 10-minute wait. We'll see. So I'm gonna read one of those two books while I wait. Totally forgot to mention what I got at Half Price Books. What I got is Ace of Spades by, with how many times I've heard this book talked about in the last couple of weeks, you'd think that I would have listened to what the author's name is. And very unfortunately, I have not. Very sorry about that. If you can see it right here, hello, this is the author. And this book looks so fucking stunning. It's stunning. It's beautiful. And I've heard it's like if Gossip Girl meets Get Out. And I'm like, I love Get Out. And I love when anything is related to Get Out, I will read it. immediately, or watch it immediately. So I just got this. I'm very excited about it, and I cannot wait to pick this up. I might read it this week. We'll see. But then I also saw that they had The Final Girl Support Troop by Grady Hendrix, which I was kindly gifted the audio for. So I ended up not picking up the physical book because I have not heard stunning things about this one, even though the book looks so beautiful. Like, there was so much mixed media in it. And I really wanted to buy it, but I was like, you're going to buy it and then end up giving it 3 stars and just get rid of the book. So I didn't buy it yet. I'm going to try listening to the audio. I also want to read that this week. And then I also, oh my God, here's another thing. I was gifted, where is it? I was gifted this week The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, and I want to read that as well. So we've got quite a few things that could happen, but right now I am going to hopefully go on a walk around my neighborhood. It says that it's not supposed to rain for another like 20 minutes. Is it raining right now? Listen, I have no idea. I'm gonna try, okay? That's what the freaking fit is for, but I'm gonna try, and I'm going to read The House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. Oh my gosh, hi, it's Thursday, but it is a nice day outside because it's been raining like all week up until now. So it just says it's gonna be cloudy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to drive over to Grace's house and go on a walk with her. We just like, I'm not a spontaneous person at all. And I was like, do you wanna go on a walk with me? Okay, like I'm driving over to your house right now. So I did a couple errands, and of course I'm gonna get Dunkin'. And I'm 60% of the way through Amari and the Night Brothers, and I am loving it. I wish I wasn't really in like a reading slump, because I absolutely am. I know I'm like reading, but I should not be reading right now because I am in such a slump. But I know that I would enjoy this book so much more if I wasn't in a reading slump, but it's not the book's fault at all. The book is immaculate. It's so fantastic. And I definitely think it's something that I'll have to read again later to like get the full experience. But I need something to kickstart me because I need to be reading. So I guess I'll probably like hopefully get footage of Grace and I, because I know you all love Grace because she's literally the best. So we'll get some footage of us walking around, hopefully. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the freaking look. Psych. I actually got called into work tonight, so that's where I'm headed. Grace and I went on a walk, and then we had a glass of wine, but guess what? Nobody that I work with watches this, so nobody's gonna know. But I have to go to work. We supposedly have like an epic shite ton of covers coming on tonight, and I have a blister on my foot, which was not cute while we were walking around, but now it like really hurts. So that's not gonna be great for being the person who moves the fastest in the restaurant that I work in. I swear to God, tonight, everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, like, Katie, like, what's up with you? Like, why aren't you moving fast? I'm gonna be like, I'm moving as slow as all of you. Do any of y'all work in a group setting and you feel like that? Like, you're like, I'm moving as fast as y'all are moving. So why is me moving slower a problem? Why am I ranting? Because I'm upset that I have to go to work. Whatever, everything is fine. Everything is fine. We're gonna listen to Amari the Night Brothers on my way to work, and we're gonna deal with it. Oh, hey, what's up? It's Sunday, end of the vlog. This is a little embarrassing because I've been in such a reading slump that I'm like, this vlog is going to be so boring and like short and not good because I'm in a reading slump and I just haven't been reading, haven't been vlogging, and I hadn't even like finished the 2 books that I was reading for this. But I got my makeup on and everything, was about to walk out the house to go to work because I was going to work like all night, basically, like all day and night. And then they sent a text to all 5 of the people that were working and said, the first 2 people to respond to this gets the night off. And I was like, me. And then I'm like, I don't even have a reason not to go to work. But then saying that I get the night off means that I can try to finish this book, The House at the Bottom of the Lake. So I'm actually going to go for a walk outside because it's still nice outside, even though it's 4:30 p.m. I do have a full face of makeup on, so I feel like it's probably not a good idea to go out into the sunshine. Like, you know, for my skin, the health of my skin. We're going to do it anyway, though, because, you know, commitment to the craft. So I'm going to read The House at the Bottom of the Lake. I am 70% into the ebook. I don't have, like, a bunch of optimism that I'm going to be able to finish it today, but I did finish Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. I finished that yesterday. And I will say that I am in a reading slump, so I did not get the experience out of it that somebody else would have, that I should have gotten out of it. But I can say objectively that it is a 5-star book. The book is a 5-star book. I know that. I knew it while I was reading it. Like, there was moments that even though I just did not want to read, I would be like, oh my God. Because I listened to the audiobook, I was like, that's hilarious. Or like, oh, that's so good. Like, I love that. So it's a 5-star book. I obviously didn't get the ride out of it that I wanted to, and I am planning on rereading it at some point in the future, especially when the second book comes out or is even announced, which I'm very excited about, especially for the cover. But it is a 5-star book. It's so funny. It's so fun. It's touching. It's sweet, but it's not overly childish. It's childish in the like whimsical, fantastical, just so wondrous way. But then it's adult in the like, yeah, adults are not perfect, or racism exists, classism exists, like poverty of like the way that poverty changes people's minds about a character, that exists and it needs to be dealt with, and all these different things, and the whole like the different creatures and the supernatural elements in it were just like big allegories on racism and social injustice and all these different things. And I thought that was really, really good. It was very well done. I think B.B. Alston just freaking knocked it out of the park. And I also think that the narrator's voice is phenomenal, though she talks so slow. Oh my God, does she talk slow. If you listen to it on 1 times the speed, you're never going to finish the book because it's going to be like 27 hours long. I have no idea. But she's literally like, and I did this. I was like, girl, you got me effed up. So I listened to it at like 2.15 the speed, and it only sounded like the way that I'm talking right now. Anyway, that's a tangent. We're gonna go on a walk and try to finish a second book for this vlog. Whew, it is sweltering out there. It is so fucking hot. Oh my God, I was not anticipating that. I am dripping with sweat. Like literally I was like having to like try to wipe my hands off while I was holding my phone because I was leaving like smears on the screen of sweat. Disgusting. Was definitely a bad idea to do this in makeup. Learn from me, kids. But yeah, I was not a fan of The House at the Bottom of the Lake. I was not a fan. I kept thinking, this is taking forever. It's a very small book, but I was like, this is taking so long to get interesting. Like, the concept is interesting, but it was just taking forever. And there were moments that were good. Like, that's the thing. There are some little things, because I think that the author has a very interesting way, like Josh Malerman has a very interesting way of writing little details or little moments. Like, there was a really amazing line that was like, both 17, both afraid, both saying yes anyway. And I was like, I love that. Like, just little things like that I thought were really good. Or the way that it was kind of like a teenage love, where it was like, oh, are we doing this because this is real and we're brave? Or are we doing this because we're crazy in love? And I was like, that was very interesting. But it was just those little things that were interesting. The rest of it was just boring and slow, and it wasn't scary to me, personally. And I didn't like the ending. I just didn't like it. I'm not sitting here saying it's a bad book. I think that other people might like it, but for me, it's a 2-star, and I'm very surprised that I finished it. Like, I know I just said, and the walk was like, sorry, let me get my shit together. The walk was an hour long, and I finished the rest of the 30%. I was like kind of skimming at parts, because I was like, why are we talking about the stupid spider that you saw when you were a kid? I don't care. This is a short story, like, or this is like like kind of like a novella or whatever. So I was like, why are we talking about that? We don't have time for that. Let's talk about the actual horror. Anyway, I finished it, and I didn't like it. Listen, have I read anything? No, I haven't. Have I been buying excessive amounts of Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah, it's a fucking problem. But I asked Olivia in a spur of the moment, just spree of wanting to do something and not knowing what to do. I asked her what coffee machine she has, and she said that it is the Nespresso Virtuoso, I think is what it's called, something like that. And listen, it's expensive, but am I about to go out to Target and see if they have it? Yeah, because I'm bored. And, you know, idle hands are the devil's workshop. We should not be spending this money, but then again, I shouldn't be spending like $6 every single day at Dunkin' Donuts. Every day. Like, it's a problem. So we might be getting an espresso machine. Oh my god, that is so cool. Okay. Ah! Oh. I'm freaking out. Okay. Wow. That is stunning. Oh my god, that is beautiful. It looks so good. Oh wow, that is stunning. It's so good. I am so surprised. I am so beyond surprised. This is amazing. This is like, I have fucking chills. That is so good. Oh my god. Was it a pretty penny? 1000%. I'm gonna add a little bit more hazelnut. Because the only thing that's sweet about it is the hazelnut, because it's just whole milk. But oh my god, I'm about to take another taste test. This is about to change my whole life. Like, it's expensive. It is expensive. I just went and made an incredibly impulsive decision today. But I spend like literally like $6 at Dunkin' Donuts every single day. And I love Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not going to stop going there necessarily, but hopefully this will help me not go there so much, because I think the Nespresso pods are like $1 to $2 each. So that's like $2 a day instead of $6 a day. Do you feel me? God damn, that is good. Olivia reads a latte. I'm coming for your brand. I'm coming for it. I'm just kidding, because she's the one that told me to buy this. She was like, I need to see a full review. So Olivia, you are welcome. You have influenced my life in more ways than books. I'll tell you that. So thanks, girl. All right, guys. We have come to the conclusion of this reading vlog, but first, I'm going to hit you with an update that nobody asked for, and it's the Vampire Diaries. I am on episode 4 of season 7. How have I watched that many episodes? I don't understand. I think at the beginning of this week, I was on season 4. I would be way farther into season 7 if season 7 wasn't like... What? Okay, here's my update. Season 4 was not good. Season 4 was a filler season. Silas is so stupid. Like, I thought Silas was terrible. The characters related to Silas, I was like, I don't care. I don't care about that. I didn't like, the third doppelganger. I just thought that was stupid. I didn't like that. I like Catherine. I like Elena well enough. But then season 6 is really good. 5 and 6 are really good. And then 7, like, if you know, you know, and this is not something that I'm, like, gonna spoil, because it's something that I didn't know, even based on TikTok, but the ending of season 6 was so insane. Like, it was so rushed. The very ending, I was just like, excuse me? What? And they had, like, a huge kind of turnover in the way the show was gonna be going forward. And I don't like it. I don't know. There's a lot of new characters that are introduced. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can just skip ahead. But if you know, you know. There's a lot of new people introduced, and I think they're interesting, but it's like a different show. Like, you know, whenever, like, the originals came on and then they got their own show, that's kind of what it seems like these new characters are like, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Also, when is Bonnie gonna find peace? When is Bonnie gonna get her due? Like, she's the only one on that show besides Caroline that has earned rights, you know? Like, she deserves rights. I'm obsessed. Caroline Forbes, the absolute GOAT, literally love her. Where is Klaus coming back to sweep her off her feet and take her off to the sunset, because I need that ship to happen immediately. Also, okay, let's talk about a book related event real quick. I'm going on a fucking tangent. Klaus and Caroline, I want to read fan fiction about that, for starters, but I keep telling Grace that I was like, the reason I'm obsessed with them, I realized, is because they remind me so much of Luke and Addie from The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because there's a moment when Klaus is in New York. Yeah, he's in New York, and he calls her, and it's like voicemail or something, and he's like, oh, I'm in New York City. And it was either New Orleans or New York City. Can't remember which one. He's like, and there's such amazing food and art, like museums and culture and people, and everything is so beautiful. And the only thing I can think about is I would love to be sharing it with you. And he just leaves this voicemail for her. And I was just thinking like of that juxtaposed with Luke and Addie's quote, I saw an elephant in Paris and thought of you. And I was like, oh my God, like, oh, so beautiful. I love it. Anyway, nobody asked. No one asked, but I'm telling you anyway. Thank you for coming to my TVD TED Talk. Anyway, if you have got this far into the video, I feel like you should leave a vampire emoji, because let's be real, like that's what's ruling my life right now is vampires. Okay, you could leave the vampire emoji or the coffee emoji, because I am freaking obsessed. Olivia, you are the best. I love it. So yeah, leave either of those emojis if you've gotten this far. If you want to subscribe, you obviously could. That'd be freaking amazing. If you want to follow me on Goodreads Instagram, they'll also be linked down below. Leave me any suggestions you have for books that I should be reading right now to get me out of a reading slump. And other than all of that, I will see you very soon, hopefully, knocking on the wood, with a new video coming soon. Have an amazing day, evening, dusk, dawn, night, whatever you're having, and I will see you shortly. Bye.